I ain't no curse. Jordan, what's good? How you doing?
Yo, what's good, man? What is this, 4 days in a row now?
Hey, listen, we get your bars off. Let's start. Let's start into our first topic. Aliyah Boston is unrivaled. Aliyah Boston, one more time, is unrivaled. Jordan, what are your thoughts about that? Better yet, before you say your thoughts, I'm gonna get Nafisa Collier. Honestly, I am because she talked about the fact that they got 36 people.
Roster spots to.
This is what she had to say about it.
Hey guys, so I have some super exciting news. We are now moving from 30 roster spots to 36 and unrivaled. We're able to do this because we outperformed our financial projections. And so now we get to do something that we wanted to do in the future, which is give more people spots and unrivaled. This is such an amazing time in women's sports, and we're so thankful to all the positive people who have come out and supported us. We will be getting tickets soon. We will be getting the dates out soon. We'll be announcing everybody soon. I know you guys have been asking for that information, and it is all coming.
Absolutely.
So stay tuned. And I can't wait to see everyone for this exciting and historic season of women's basketball.
Fee, we'll see you. We'll see you in Miami, Fee. Aliyah Boston, Lexi Ho. Aliyah Boston was just announced as the next player to become unrivaled. Jordan, what are your thoughts? You told me before Caitlin shouldn't play because there's no teammates of hers. Now she got 3 former teammates on this roster. Lexi Hall, Aliyah Boston, Kate Martin. Is Caitlin Clark unrivaled? And what are your thoughts about Aliyah hitting Miami? June Dog, what's good?
I feel like
tap the live, double tap that live screen. We appreciate y'all.
I feel like Unrivaled is listening to this stream. Like they're
Good.
literally
You're right.
hearing everything I'm saying, and they're just trying to prove me wrong. Kate Martin, Lexi Hall, Aliyah Boston. These are some of Caitlin Clark's favorite teammates of all time. You know,
Absolutely.
it's not just any old teammates of Caitlin Clark's. These are some of her favorite teammates, ones that she has great chemistry with. And I mean, they opened up 6 more roster spots. It's looking more and more every single day like Caitlin Clark is going to join Unrivaled. You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, should she do it? Well, I mean, now that she's got some friends playing with her, you might want to reconsider it. It's still extremely risky. I still don't know if I'd do it to put your body at harm, when you're worth so much. I mean, but it's looking more and more attractive every single day.
It's looking like Caitlin will be in Miami with Lexi, like I've been saying for almost 2 months, playing Mermaids. We got Trump International. You go golf your heart away at Trump International. I have, you know what I'm saying? Like we got okay. If the WNBA is not listening, they need to listen right now. Put a team in Miami. Put a team in Miami. We already have the attraction to get free agents in the building. We already have people who obviously they lucky Caitlin don't have a team in Miami or who whatever name the superstar. They are lucky we do not have a team in Miami because the fact that we already have the amenities that superstars want to already play in. We have the climate that superstars want to play in. We have, again, golf, beaches, weather, people, food.
Yeah.
We have an established
everything.
culture.
All of it.
Shit. It wouldn't take you call Pat Riley, he'll run the fucking league. He'll run the Miami team. Right. He will get this shit in order. Like, we have the infrastructure needed to honestly develop whatever you need. And that's why I get pissed with my Dolphins because they've been piss poor for almost 30 years since I've been alive. And it's like they're not taking advantage of the situation. The NBA, they don't fumble. Pat Riley has not fumbled a bit.
Nope.
Has not fumbled one bit when he came here since he left New York. And the fact that we would have, if they ever messed around and got a WNBA team back into Miami, especially where we are now, because again, Miami right now in 2024, not before, is it's a basketball city. Right now, we're known for football, meaning like we're bringing in athletes, like obviously you got the University of Miami, South Florida, and we have like a bunch of players that go to these different schools, like a lot of these recruits. But right now, and I was talking about this with Dwayne maybe 10 years ago, we are a basketball town. And a shout out to Nafisa Collier, shout out to Brianna Stewart. Brianna Stewart talks about Miami all the time. The fact that we already have it was okay. I'll say this, Jordan. So since LeBron played here, and this was 2016, we transformed. Like obviously Wade getting his first ring here, we transformed into
And his first statue.
Yes, in his first statue. I don't even want to talk about that trash ass statue. Ever since we got why you brought up that statue.
That statue's so bad, bro.
That statue is terrible. They need
Terrible,
to tear that shit
terrible.
down. Miami Heat, tear that shit down immediately, please. If there's one thing I can ask for, tear that shit down immediately and just do that man justice. Do that. This is our first basketball person, and we got that bullshit ass statue. Take that shit down, please.
Yeah.
Mickey Arison, please. You got the money. Just take that shit down. Take that shit down and do it again. Please do it again. The fact that we have the infrastructure needed, you got me sad about the statue. And now we have the amenities to bring in the people. Jordan, I'll let you go. You now you got me sad talking about this sorry ass statue. Jessica, what's good?
Bro, why are you
got me sad talking about that statue.
Bro, that statue sucks, bro. I hate it. I'm so embarrassed that that's our first statue.
That statue is disgusting. We were supposed to be talking about Aliyah Boston and Ryan. We're talking about the D-Wade statue. We can't even talk about anything else but that D-Wade statue. God, leave, bro. Take that shit down and bring it.
I know. Please, so embarrassing.
Please. Mickey Arison, if you're listening, please bring that shit down and bring up another one, bro. Please, for the love of God. But yes. Other than that, what I was saying is you have a lot of the things that Caitlin loves doing, and we are already a basketball town. Like it kind of shifted from football to basketball. I mean, we're known for both, but
and baseball.
Mike said the statue looks like the dude from I Am Legend.
Bro, it's horrible.
It's horrible. It's terrible. It's absolutely disgusting. It's disgusting. You need to just okay. Aliyah Boston's Unrivaled. Jordan, let me read this before you tell me Caitlin's not quote unquote playing in Unrivaled. The reports are. Let me show you this right quick. So the reports are quote unquote. There's a 60-40 split. 60-40 split with her joining Unrivaled, and she'll be here in Miami with both of us, Jordan. 60-40 split. Should Caitlin be playing in Unrivaled with her teammates this season?
So it looks like, I mean, does anybody know if she wants to play? Like, has she leaned one way or the other? Like, has she made any indication about whether or not she wants to join the league?
She had a press conference today, literally speaking about it. She didn't mention Unrivaled. But she kind of just spoke about Halloween. She had a press conference today, and she didn't mention Unrivaled. So I wouldn't say she has told anybody she wants to play or not.
I mean, do you think she should play?
Yes.
Why? Why should she play?
I think she should play if she desires to. Other than that, I don't give a shit what she does.
I mean, whether or not she desires to play, do you think she should play? Whether or not she wants to, should she?
Should she? I can't give you that answer, Jordan. Honestly, that's the only.
That's the question that that's the answer that I want.
Well, I don't think she. Okay, if you're asking me, should she play?
Should she play?
I mean, there's no reason for her to play. That's up to her.
Exactly.
There's no
exactly.
Like,
there's no reason to play.
I said this before the season or whenever I heard about him. Right? I'm like, she already makes $28 million from Nike. There's no reason to risk injury playing outside of the W.
I agree.
But then you brought up the leverage point. So three things you brought up. One, the leverage point, right? So she wants to stand with her. She wants to stand with her opponents. Her fellow WNBA players in the CBA.
Yep.
Two. Now the fact that you got Aliyah, Lexi, and then obviously you got Kate, who I feel like should be traded to Las Vegas. I'm sorry, should be traded to Indiana. You got 2 or 3. And this is the third thing, and I'm happy you brought this up. Now, let's assume Aliyah and Lexi were not playing on Unrivaled, Jordan. Let's assume they weren't playing or nobody she knew was playing. Now, I'm going to bring this to you. If you've never, this is for everybody that's listening. Have you ever been to a school where you've known no one at the school?
Right.
And this is the question. When you go to a new school, the question is, can you make new friends outside of the school? Now, I'm going to ask you, the reason why I bring this up, Jordan, is this. A great question. So you know how the Olympics, we've been told that a lot of players in the Olympics, they kind of talk about, hey, it'd be cool if I were teaming up with you. It'd be cool if I were teaming up. So you already see where I'm going.
That's the norm.
if she's in Miami sipping margaritas, obviously, because they're not going to take this as serious as you think. They're going to enjoy their summer, and that's what I'm saying. They're going to enjoy their summer.
And if they're going to enjoy their summer, they're not going to use it to learn any skills or like people say you aren't getting better at the game playing on.
No, they're gonna play basketball, but they're not gonna get hurt. Barely. They're gonna enjoy their summer. Yeah, absolutely.
It's closer to the Harlem Globetrotters than anything. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
So the fact that now you will have an opportunity to recruit other players on your team, and maybe like you have a Dejanay, or maybe you have a player who has some type of perception of you, but then when they actually talk with you, exactly. And the fact that she would be able to bring those types of players into her fold for the Indiana Fever.
That's a great point.
It would do her a lot of justice.
That's a great point. So 2 points. It's very difficult, relatively difficult compared to some of the other major places, cities and stuff, to get people to a free agent to want to come to Indiana. Absolutely. So seeing how personable she is.
Yes.
You know, if she actually is personable.
Caitlin is cool as fuck.
I know. I'm messing with you. She's really nice. I know her. Yes. Yeah. But people might want to go to Indiana to play with you, as opposed to people want to go to LA or Chicago or New York, one of these other traditional large cities. The other thing also is that whoever is at Unrivaled helping pick these players, whether it's the brain trust of Nafisa and Brianna, they're super smart. It's like, Caitlin, you don't know if you want to play? Let's go get Kate Martin. Let's go get Lexi. Let's go get Aliyah Boston.
Let's get everybody.
Hey,
besides, you are Unrivaled.
Does this look more attractive, Caitlin? Don't you want to come now? Whoever thought of this strategy is a genius. Because it's great.
Who's thinking this?
It's great.
Shout out to Nafisa Collier. Let me read some of these comments. And a lot of people were saying, Andre, I'm going to bring you up here. We're going to open up the Lions chat. We got 1.4K likes, 13 people. I appreciate y'all for on this Halloween day. Happy Halloween for listening to us. Let's see if we can get to 100. Like I said, that's my goal. I want to get to 100, y'all. Y'all gonna see me hype as you know what when we get to 100. Honestly, Jordan, I think, yes, everything that you said, I agree with. And it goes deeper. It's like, okay, we have 30 of the best quote-unquote players in the WNBA. And there's already, for whatever reason, which I don't know why, and this goes to my fourth point, Jordan, there is this negative cloud. I don't even want to say it's like a negative cloud, but there's like this weird perception with Caitlin for whatever reason. Like the girl's an Iowa girl. She honestly sticks to herself. She just puts her head down. She plays basketball. She stays out of trouble. And like she does what the fuck she needs to do, and then goes on with her life. And then, but like a lot, it's so much chatter. It is so much chatter around her, obviously, because she's really skilled as a player. And just like LeBron, just like whomever, they garner this type of attention. I think a lot of that shit can be killed. Like you said, being just a personable person, a more relatable person. She's in Miami. Hey, margaritas on me, y'all. I got margaritas for everybody on me. Just whatever. I feel like a lot of that stuff could change, especially with her WNBA co-workers for the next 5-10 years. Yeah, now, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this, Jordan. No matter how great she is with people that she doesn't know, they're still going to come at her. Right. They're still going to come at her with the vigor, because again, when she walks in the building, that Stanos, y'all better sit up straight, because she's going to bust your ass. But instead of hate, the players will understand, no, she's really that good. And we need to get her shit together, because when she's in the building, she's going to bust our ass. Instead of like, oh, she's not as good as we think she is. And then we're going to, you know what I'm saying? So like that part, I agree with you.
I feel like it started to change a little bit at the All-Star game, because people were trying to get her shots in the All-Star game. So I think that was a small step in the right direction that we're looking for her to be accepted by her peers. Yeah.
So she needs more of those All-Star types of moments. I'm going to read some of these comments. I appreciate y'all, everybody on the comments. Kalenciaga, June Daw. And we got a lot of lists. Shout out to all of our listeners in the UK. Jay Ali. Obviously, Jay was on the line. She hasn't said anything, which I'm going to put up here. and everybody else that's on the UK that's listening, we appreciate y'all. Again, they saw me in Europe talking, and I was being parlaying in Europe. I really do appreciate y'all.
Being parlayed in Europe.
Yeah, I was over there talking to parlay and politicking in Europe. Let me read some of these comments. Did you see Reese's Bows ad? I'll pull it up. I'm gonna find it right now, Robert. The other players won't be happy if she's being paid more than $1 million. Jundo, I think at this point, the other players in the WNBA understand that Caitlyn is a cash cow, and they have to just roll with it. I
think they get it at this point.
Yeah,
where like she's always gonna make. She already makes more than everybody else with the. I mean, like she's contracted to make more than everybody else with all her endorsements. And and at some point, you know, as a player, you probably come to the realization that like, wow, this girl is just always gonna make more than me for the rest of my life, no matter what. So might as well.
We don't know if it's always, but yes, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like might as well just keep it going, you know. Like it is what it is. The better she does, the better we all do. So
that's it, and that's what I was getting ready to get to. There's one more thing I want to do. Let us know. Put Dejanay. Okay. So this is the 3-on-3 team he wants. This is a good team. Dejanay Carrington, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. What do you think about that?
That's actually a solid 3-on-3 team.
It is a solid 3-on-3 team because one of them can guard everybody.
One's a stopper, one's a rebounder, one's a scorer.
And one of them can score exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good team. Kennedy might be 1-2. She's stalling right now. She was supposed to be in China. What do you think about Kennedy Carter playing in Unrivaled?
That'd be nice. Yeah.
I think so too. She'd kill him the 1-on-1 for sure.
Yeah.
Even at 5'8", she'd kill him the 1-on-1.
Yeah, I love Kennedy Carter.
Oh, let's see. Chicago can sign 4 players to a max and still get supporting players. Don't sleep on that. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about Chicago in a little bit. Did you see Asia Wilson's customs? Y'all got to tell me. We're going to talk about Asia Wilson. She just did the recess. What do you mean by Asia Wilson custom? Y'all got to tell me what you mean by that. I would love to see it. Next time I got to call you back. That God-forsaken phone. I'm telling you, that God-forsaken phone.
It never ends. Are you like Wojnarowski? Like, are you in the bathroom at a urinal, like trying to take a call so you don't miss a hint from an agent or something?
Well, Woj had to he said he had to pull over on the side of the road because because he had a tweet to drop, and then his kids were in the back like, let's go. And he's like, I'm retiring from this.
He was tired of getting 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah. He said it's pro sports. Nobody likes to like each other. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, nobody cares about the Riverdance. I appreciate the likes. Y'all run up the likes. It's destiny. It's to get rid of the rhetoric. Wait, what? What did you know? What did you put? This nigga is YouTube live on Jordan. That's what Winston said. Shout out to Winston if you listening, Fraser. I appreciate you, Winston. It's to get rid of the rhetoric. They hate each other. I don't think that they hate who do you think hates each other? I don't think that they hate each other at all.
I think they were talking about Dejanay, Angel, and Caitlyn with the poking in the eye and all that stuff. And
yeah, he was. He said Angel, Dejanay, and Caitlyn. Yeah. I honestly, obviously, which will be weird. I mean, but it won't be weird. But she'll be playing with Lexi and
Aliyah.
And Aliyah. She'll be playing with Lexi and Aliyah, and then Kate Martin will probably be an alternate. This is if she plays an Unrivaled.
Kate. well, it's 6 teams. 6 teams of 6. So it's going to be 6 teams of 6 for a total of 36 players. And I wonder how they're going to select their teams, because if you have a team of Lexi Hall, Aliyah Boston, and Caitlin Clark, and Kate Martin as an alternative, I wonder if they'll find 2 more players kind of in Caitlin's circle to sort of back them up.
Absolutely.
What do you think about that? I mean, who 2 other players they could probably get to play with them that they'd be cool with,
If I am making a phone call, I'm calling Nalissa Smith. That would be one of the first persons I'm calling is Nalissa Smith. And the fact that she's not Unrivaled, that's funny. Because everybody hates on Nalissa and she can't play and this and that, blah 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 blah. This is the perfect time. Because they talk about what she can't do on in a 5-on-5 setting. If you can have Nalissa Smith do well in Unrivaled in a 3-on-3 setting, she can do well in a 5-on-5. And the fact that her and Caitlyn need to develop a lot more chemistry this would be the time to do it. Because again, I'm not quitting on her. A lot of y'all Fever fans, y'all be quitting on her. I'm not quitting on her yet. So, and again, and Mike put this, Satu can play with them and sign with the Fever. And the fact that you just said that, and yes, Melissa Smith is in China, but too bad on that one. But this is what goes back to what I'm saying. If she can kind of buddy up and cozy up with Satu and force her hand and Unrivaled, hey, Satu, come to Indiana. It's not New York with like Nayara, but we doing something over here too.
Does it have to be like does it have to be like current players that get picked for Unrivaled?
What do you mean? Say that one more time.
Does it have to be current players that get picked for Unrivaled?
It doesn't have to be, no. But that's why I asked Fee about that too. I'm like, call Angel McCautry, call Liz Cambage in this building.
The ultimate way to get rid of the rhetoric that they hate each other is to get Cheryl Swoops on Caitlin's team.
Cheryl Swoops is not playing in that.
I'm just kidding.
You're too old. Cheryl Swoops is not playing in that. She's not in game shape.
I'm just kidding.
Officer Lexi Hall is not good on 3-on-3. She's already played in the Olympics for 3-on-3. She'll be fine.
Lexi Hall's good in the 1-on-1. I feel like she took more difficult defensive assignments on the Fever than any other player.
I feel like if Lexi Hall is your best defender, you have to get better defenders around you because she can't be your best defender.
I think she's a good guard defender.
She can't be your best defender.
She can't be your best defender, but they put her on these difficult assignments where she's undersized and
that's why you need more defenders.
And also like height and weight, and she's gotta come on, like she's put in a lot of bad positions.
But she can't handle let me read. She can't ball handle 1-on-1. I don't think all 30 players or all 36 players. You're not gonna see Aliyah Boston on the 1-on-1. I'm gonna just tell you that you're not seeing Aliyah Boston on the 1-on-1. You're not gonna see De'Erica Hamby in the 1-on-1s. You're not gonna see a lot of players in the 1-on-1s. You're gonna see like maybe half of the league, and anybody who has a crossover, they'll play on the 1-on-1s. If they don't have a crossover, it's gonna be really tough sledding to play on 1-on-1.
Who is the best 1-on-1 player in Unrivaled?
Arike.
If
not Arike, it'd probably be Stewie.
Oh yeah, it'd probably be Stewie.
Because she's 6'4".
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot over you. I can post you up. I can dribble.
That's right. That's right.
And then I'll probably go Kali a Copper.
It'd probably be Arike. Actually, probably Stewie first. Actually,
that's a great question. I'm gonna pull up the Unrivaled roster.
Arike and then Ka.
Yeah, Kali is. And shout out to Mickey Reese who said that Ka is actually. So Stewie will probably be one of my picks. Chelsea Gray obviously is there. Arike would be one of my picks. Jewel Lloyd would have been one of my picks, but I feel like the other two are a little bit better. Ryan Howard would be great on 1-on-1. Kalia Copper would be great on 1-on-1. Plum Dog, she's a little short for 1-on-1, but I'm not gonna say she's not gonna do good.
I feel like Fee'd be pretty good too.
Satu would be really good, but I don't think she has a 1-on-1 game. She's not like super off the dribble with it. Like she's not overly aggressive. Satu sadly is an amazing team player. Like she's gonna hit the three. She's gonna pass the ball. I don't think she's like a super aggressive 1-on-1 player. BG would kill on the 1-on-1, even though she doesn't have
God.
skills. She would. She'd kill up the. Nobody's stopping her.
It'd be too easy.
This one right here. Miss Jackson. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Woo! She'd be great. I think Rakia Jackson is going to have a great summer. And I think she just needs to develop her offensive skills. I think she'd be great on 1-on-1, honestly.
I think Courtney Williams in the 1-on-1's pretty good, too.
Courtney Williams would be a good one. She's a little cute.
She's fast, bro.
Randy. So you know Randy. Randy is one of our contributors on She Shoots. He actually used to play against Courtney Williams at USF all the time. And he was like, she's like, she used to bust our ass. And I was like, yeah, she's a pro. That's what they do. But he said he got the better of her. Courtney, if you're listening, I'm gonna bring that up to you. He said he used to get the better of her when they used to play. But he said Courtney. So I want the two of them to kind of meet, and they'll see each other when we do Unrivaled.
That's
when we get Randy in the building. Yeah, it was damn Randy, you here still? Yeah, I want to see that. But yeah, I'm excited. I think honestly, Caitlin obviously has an opportunity to join Unrivaled, especially seeing that she has 2 or 3 of her teammates playing in this league, and I think it's a great time for her to kind of parlay and politic and kind of get some more people in the building. I want to read this official quote. Shout out to Chloe Peterson, the Indianapolis Star. And this is from the president, Nafisa Collier's husband, Alex Bazell, on Caitlin Clark. We are always going to have a roster. That's crazy. I'm going to read that again. We are always going to have a roster spot for Caitlin Clark. We are not applying a full court press the way people think. Well, you need to, Alex. You need to do it right now if you're not.
Really? Then what are all these people doing being invited to Unrivaled for? I guess Kate Martin was on their hit list. Like, we only got 4 spots left. Darn it, we gotta get Kate Martin and Lexi Hall.
It's true.
Stupid ass.
That's funny. We are letting her decompress from basketball. I mean, yeah, decompress in Miami. Come on.
We're letting her decompress from basketball by telling her to come play some more basketball. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Whatever, Unrivaled president.
Come decompress in Miami. Make sure y'all double tap that screen. Let's see if we can get some more. We got 10 on. Let's see if we get 20.
Whatever you say, Mr. President.
She knows that we have a spot for her when she is ready. Of course she knows. I mean, who don't know that? But yes, I appreciate that Riverdance. I do. The fact that, again, so it's been reported, obviously, that they are trying to make and have Caitlin playing Unrivaled. I think it's just really dope, and we'll see. We will really honestly see. Jordan, do you think she should still play or no?
No, I don't. But I mean, even though you should not do something, it's looking more and more attractive for sure. You know, like it's looking. I mean, you get to spend time in Miami with like 3 of your best friends, and I mean, and you get to play basketball, like your favorite hobby, in a place that you love with your friends. I mean,
sure.
It's for like 2 months,
And you make $250,000 while
and you make money, and it's for a good cause for your cohort. How can you, it's getting harder to turn it down, but yeah, it's looking like she should do it. It's looking more and more like she should do it.
Absolutely. Aliyah and Caitlin in Miami. I love the sound of it. Absolutely love the sound of it. So yes, so Jordan, they opened up 36 slots. Who are some of the? Let me ask you, who are some of the players that you want to see that are not unrivaled? Be unrivaled. There's like 5 to 6 more spots that are still open.
Wow. I mean, obviously Caitlin Clark. Who else would I like to see?
Asia, that's one of my players, even though she says she's not playing.
But she doesn't want to play. Let's see. I'm looking at our top 25 list right now. I mean, all these people are kind of committed, or they're committed to other stuff. What about like
Sabrina? I would love to see Brianna Jones.
I think you for a situation like this, like super not serious competition, I would try to get Diana Taurasi.
That's funny. A lot of people are saying Diana might be the last pick. Tammy, who do you mean by Jamila?
Probably Camilla.
No, she put Jamila. Oh, yeah, she means Camilla. Camilla's in China though. Yeah, Camilla's in China. She's not coming out Unrivaled.
I probably get Taurasi. Yeah.
Kennedy. Kathy Smith said Kennedy Carter. That would be a great pick. And who did you say? Taurasi. So Taurasi, Carter. I said Brianna Jones. Those are 3 players. Yeah, I would love to see the 3 of them. I'm trying to think.
Sabrina, Asia, and Caitlin.
Jonquel and Sabrina.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Jonquel, Sabrina, and Caitlin for sure. Sophie Cunningham. Hey, so Sophie Cunningham, do you like Miami? Come on to Miami, Sophie. We would love to see you here play in Miami.
Sue Bird's another one.
Sue Bird is retired.
Hardly retired.
Sue Bird is retired. I'm not bringing up Sue Bird, Jordan. I'm gonna let you bring up Sue Bird. I'm not bringing up Sue Bird.
Kathy's bringing up Sue Bird. That's
hey, I don't know if Tammy's being funny. She said Nika Mule. Nika Mule got an ACL injury, so Nika Mule won't be playing in any basketball in the next.
How about Juju?
I asked Fee about that. I asked Fee and her social media people, would they be bringing in collegiate players to? They can't, because obviously they're going to be playing in season. But I would love to see a Juju. I would love to see a Paige and Unrivaled for sure. I would love to see the 2 of them play in that. Absolutely, for sure. I think that if Juju were playing Unrivaled, that would give her such a leg up with the competition going into school next year.
Maybe. Oh, another one that I would probably the last one is Deladon. That'd be a way for her to get back in shape and then come back to the W.
They said Megan Gustafson. That would be a good one. I like Meg. A lot of people don't like Meg off that bench for Las Vegas. I think she's a good player. Rather, we're going to speak about the Sabri injury. Leonie Fibic would be a great person to play on Unrivaled. She would be a great person to. I hope they can get Fibic on that team.
We could start her MVP campaign early.
No, I'm MVP candidate. No, they honestly should bring Fibic on that. That would be a great. She would get a lot better playing in Unrivaled for sure. I would love to see her play in Unrivaled. I would absolutely love to see her play in Unrivaled. That would be, I think, honestly, a big one. Jordan, let's go into our new topic or our next topic.
Okay.
So speaking of Unrivaled, a lot of people. I mean, I don't know if you saw this, but Sabrina Ionescu, and we're gonna bring this up. We're gonna go backwards a little bit. It was said that she had a torn UCL
in Game 4.
In Game 4, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull up the stat. What are your thoughts about that? I'm trying to find the stats right now for that.
So it was said that she had a torn UCL in Game 4 in her shooting hand.
Do you want me to read it?
Sure.
So New York Liberty star Sabrina Ionescu suffered a high-grade UCL tear on her right shooting hand during Game 4 of the WNBA Finals. The UCL is located on the inside of the thumb, where the thumb meets the palm. No surgery is required. Well, she better go get surgery now. Ionescu had been spotted recently with a hand wrap around her, sporting a splint on her thumb. Her game winner was a 28-foot three-point dagger, and it's an iconic shot in WNBA history. And obviously, I'm not even gonna read the shooting splits because they were terrible. What are your? You could talk, but I'm gonna show this hand injury she had.
Well, I mean, I guess it's a. I mean, if you can, let's see. I'm trying to. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I guess it'd make a big deal in terms of her, shooting form. She still shot pretty poorly in games 1 through 3. So, I mean, is it? I guess it's an excuse for her Game 5 performance, but
that's what Katie just said. Katie literally said the same thing.
I mean, it's like, but if you're a player and you have a UCL injury, because for sure it's diagnosed after Game 4. They don't go into Game 5 not knowing what's up with her thumb, so they know she's got a UCL injury in Game 4, or after Game 4 going into Game 5. Why in God's earth would you shoot 19 times with a UCL injury on your shooting hand? That's the part that I just don't understand. Like, why would you try so many times? If I couldn't do something, if I couldn't perform a procedure, and I've got like a messed up hand, I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna be a facilitator. I'm gonna rebound more. I'm gonna do something.
Let me pause you right there.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna let you keep going, but I'm gonna pause you right there because to your point, Sunny literally said, didn't she have 8 assists in Game 5? And then Junda also, to your point, said, you don't shoot 19 times then. Keep going. And then Katie said Jordan be on point 99% of the time.
Dude, this is why Katie's my favorite.
We were talking about you, Katie, before the live. We were saying we love hearing your opinion.
But it's true. Like when Kobe would have injuries, he would, because Kobe played like a bunch of years with like a jammed finger.
Don't bring up that name. Bring up another name. Don't bring up that name.
Okay. Well,
bring up Iverson.
Well, I mean, she's got Mamba mentality, and she injured her hand just to be like him, right? And like his knuckle was like 3 inches away from where it should be, and he would alter his shooting form to compensate for things like that. But I guess she couldn't do it because she's not true Mamba mentality, So I don't know, Jambari. What do you think?
Junda said Mamba mentality. All I'm gonna say is this: y'all be hating on Sabrina a little too much for my taste. I say this. I told y'all first and foremost, I don't think she's a superstar. I think she's an all-star player. I think she's a great player. I think she's an Olympian. I think she is. I don't think she's a superstar yet, but I think she'll get to that point. But I feel like y'all be hating on her a lot. And honestly, it's just like, okay, she had a thumb injury. You see that she had a thumb injury. I'm not saying that that's the excuse for her playing bad. I don't even care if she did have a thumb injury, honestly, because my whole thing is she did what she needed to do for them to win. It's not like they lost. If they lost, I could understand a bunch of the negative criticism aiming towards her way, but they won. Now, did you want her to go off against this Minnesota Lynx team, knowing that they're one of the two best teams defensively in the WNBA? And then again, I keep her in perspective. I thought she was the third best guard this season. So I don't my expectations for Sabrina Ionescu are not like how I guess the media and how like or the other parts of the media and how like other fans see her. I don't see her as it's true. Becky Hammond said you're an idiot if you think she's first team. Well, maybe I'm an idiot because I never thought she was a first team all WNBA player. I thought she was a second team all WNBA performer where I had her ranked. And I think she's a damn good player for where she's ranked. I think she has room to improve, just like a lot of these point guards in the WNBA. And I think that, again, she was playing on a stacked team. She did what she needed to do to win, and she got the job done. I'm not gonna hold her against her because, again, at the end of the day, I really honestly think if they win or lose, it comes down to Stewie and it comes down to John Quill, and more so Stewie. So,
I mean, I guess, man.
you do think she's a superstar?
What, Sabrina a superstar?
I mean, if so, what? Okay, so what I'm asking is, if you don't think she's a superstar, then why wouldn't your expectations be that she can have a bad series and still win?
Because I think that she thinks she's a superstar.
But I mean, she should think she's a superstar. She's a player. She's a damn good player. You know, who doesn't think they're a superstar if they're in the WNBA? I'm sorry, I'm talking about like the upper echelon, first team all WNBA players, second team all WNBA. Who on all WNBA doesn't think that they're a superstar?
She's a third banana, Jambari. She's a third.
I mean, yeah, she's the third banana.
She might be a fourth banana because Leonie Fevich is here. Yeah.
She's popular. I think okay, there you go. Jundal said she's a superstar. And that's where we disagree. He said I think she's a superstar. She's dirty
popular. Right. Honey's correct. She's popular. She's been popular for a long time. But I don't know. I mean, forget 1 for 19, forget the finals. Like, what about last year's finals?
I mean, what about this Olympics? I'm not gonna go back that far. What about this Olympics? And she had moments. She had moments.
Why can't you go that far though? You know,
because I don't need to. We can see what she's done from this season until the last series of the finals when she had a bad finals, but then she played well up until that. If you're saying she just doesn't play well in the finals, so be it. I don't care. I don't expect her. That's what I'm saying. I don't expect her to drop 20 every game in the finals anyway. I'm looking at that for Stu and for John Quell. That's not what I expect from her. I expect her to give me 15, 17 points per game. That's what I'm saying. I keep this shit in perspective versus like other people who expect her to drop 20 and she's not Caitlin. She's not dropping 20 and 10 in a playoff game. It's just that simple. So I don't honestly keep it in that type of category for her. I keep it in like a tier underneath it. Katie says she's missing the super part. She is a good player, not a great player. I mean, again, I don't mind if y'all say that. I mean, I'm not gonna fight each other on that point too much, Sal.
Like, listen, I just hope that I mean, you know, really the end of the story is, you know, we found out one of the stars of our league has an injury. I hope she recovers from it and it doesn't affect her next year. Maybe this is one of the reasons that she's not playing in Unrivaled. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We shall see. Hopefully she does go play in Unrivaled and kind of gets her game together. Kathy Smith, I think it is a confidence thing. Kathy, I would love to bring you on. I'm gonna invite you. Actually, tell me what you. Oh, Katie, actually, you could come tell us too. Kathy, what do you mean by that? Come tell us what you mean by that. Let me see. We're gonna move on. Actually, let me see if Katie.
All right, so so let's see. We got Patrick Mahomes and Jason Tatum are eyeing a WNBA expansion team.
Yeah, let's bring that up.
Yeah.
Kathy is coming on, Jordan. Talk to us, Kathy. Tell us what you think. Sabrina, a superstar or not? Or is Jordan being too harsh? Because it ain't me.
Hi, Kathy.
Well, I think so. I feel.
Hello? Gabby, I think you're cutting out.
But
I can hear it.
Oh, okay.
she's spotty.
So, Kathy, can you repeat that for him? I don't think he heard you. I heard everything you said, and I think it was a spot on assessment. Honestly,
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear any of that. I'm sorry.
You didn't hear me? So no, I was just saying that when she first came out, she was getting all this hate. She had all this pressure to be perfect, kind of like Caitlin, perfect. And I think just, it just gets to her that everyone is expecting her to be perfect. And I think I think there was a confidence thing. And then when she just kept going on and she couldn't shoot. And then it was just downhill from there.
Jordan, what you guys say to that? Kathy, that was a spot on assessment. I hear you. I think honestly, it's just too much I think it's too much expectations on Sabrina. Like, not like she's a bad player, but just she's not Stewie. If you expected her to be Stewie, she's not that. She's not that. Not yet, at least.
I don't know. I guess I just assume that, if she goes in knowing she has an injury to, her thumb, that she would have tried to do other things in the game to be more effective. I mean, how many times did she beat somebody off the dribble to, drive and dish in the, not game 5, like the entire finals? I don't think she did that.
Would her thumb be a part of that though?
I don't think she did that one time. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like she could have done more, than she actually did, or done things differently and played it out differently, because she is a smart player, and smart players look at a game and they try to analyze, how could I be most effective given my body, given what I bring to the game, the rhythm of the game, how it's going, any injuries that I have, and they try to be as effective as they can be. But I just don't think that she put her imprint on the game very much in a positive way.
Kathy? I'm gonna let you, if you have anything to answer back to that. I'll let you kind of go back on that, and we'll kind of, we have some other people requesting too, but I'd love to hear what you have to say about that if you have anything to answer.
Well, I think she was just doing too much. I think there are other things that she could have done. She could have, like you said, could have been more of a facilitator. I think honestly, the comparison with Caitlin all the time is really just wearing on her, especially with the whole, I'm second WNBA team thing. And that was kind of, spicy. So I don't know.
Can I ask you this? Do you feel like, and my answer is, I feel like Caitlin should have made first team. Do you feel like Sabrina should have made first team as well?
No. I don't know between her and Alyssa.
Okay, Thomas. Okay.
Yeah, probably not. No, just the second half, she just wasn't consistent.
I'm right with you.
I mean, she had a good first half, but
I'm right with you, Kathy. I appreciate that. Hell no. Jay Sal said hell no. I appreciate Kathy, if you have any more to add, we got another caller that's joining in. If you have something more to add, please. I'd love to hear your opinions. You've given 2 spot on takes so far.
Well, no, that's okay. You can let other people in. That's fine.
I appreciate you for listening and calling in. I really do appreciate that, y'all.
Sure, thank you.
All right, Katie, you're up. Katie, Sabrina, superstar. Why not? Should she been on first team? Obviously, you New York to the fullest. I feel like this is another issue with Sandy's coaching. What's good, Katie?
She's not a superstar, because I feel like if you are a superstar, you have a responsibility to perform night in and night out, and she's not holding on to the end of the bargain. So once you can be popular, but once your performance doesn't add up to your popularity, you're just popular. So you might be a star, but you're not a superstar. So at the beginning, you could be a superstar, but eventually your numbers are going to have to match up your popularity, or we're going to have to switch you to another category. So to me, Sabrina is a star, officially.
So she's not a superstar. According to you, she's not a superstar. Should she have made second team all W or first team?
The second is fine. I mean, the way she played in the second half, I would have been fine with her off the team. I don't care either way.
Really?
That's how bad she played. That second half.
Is she a superstar without the UCL injury?
What happened?
Is she a superstar without this thumb injury though?
I mean, she played the whole series. She played bad. What do you mean? I'm like giving her that excuse. Like I read that earlier, and I was like, nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that.
Yeah, J-Sal also agrees too.
Yeah, the same thing happened with. I don't know if you guys remember when LeBron lost a finals. I think it was against the Warriors, and something happened with his hand.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And he wore like a cast.
He wore a cast against the Warriors. Yes.
We flamed him for it, and I'm pretty sure he was hurt.
Yep.
He actually had a broken hand. Yeah, he had a broken hand.
And again, that goes against the whole superstar thing. If you are a superstar, and this gonna sound a little cruel, but I kind of don't want to hear after it's over. If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
I agree with that. Yeah.
I'm not saying it didn't affect her, but she didn't play as well. So it's like, what am I supposed to do with that information after it happened? I mean, just like Jordan said, like, okay, like, and he didn't even know what to say. He's like, I don't want to say anything rude, but I also don't want to. How do I take that into account now that it happened? You know, so I agree with him. But yeah, that's about it. So I guess I have to say about that.
I appreciate that, Katie. We went for KG. I'm gonna bring in other people on the live. We got some more requests. Again, request in. We'd love to hear what y'all got to say. Superstar Sabrina Ionescu. A lot of people are saying no, and they are saying that it should be the fact that she is on second team All WNBA at best. J-Sal. Shout out to J-Sal. Let me read some of these comments. I feel like another issue is Sandy Brondello's coaching. Officers on the mic. Second team at best. Play through it. J-Sal said, I'm right with you. And it's funny that he said that because I was watching Kurt Schilling. I was reading the Red Sox documentary.
The Bloody Sock?
Yes. But in addition to that, they said that they literally had to staple his ankle to his
that's right.
tendon, to his Achilles tendon, because there's no other way that it could stay intact for that series.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. And
he's
obviously
crazy.
he got it stapled, and you saw what he did. You saw what Kurt Schilling did. He played through it, and he played amazing. Yeah. I mean, but again, y'all are hating on her a little bit too much for my taste, because again, it's not like she didn't hit the game winner. And again, I understand it was little to no pressure because if she misses the shot, they go into overtime, but she still took the shot. Like, y'all can't take that too much far away from her. She took the shot, she made the shot, she won the game. So I'm not gonna diminish that shot too much, but I understand.
No one's diminishing the shot. We're all acknowledging the shot, understanding that even though you made this difficult 3-point attempt, like also even if she missed it, not only was it a tie game, no one would fault her for missing a 28-foot moving to the side 3-point shot. So no one was ever gonna get mad at her if she missed it. You know, there was literally no pressure in taking that.
Let me bring up J-Sal. J-Sal, you online? Talk to us. What's goody?
Hey, what's going on, Ma?
Everything's good.
She's not a true. Here's what I see what her problem is. It's not that she's a great player. She's good. There's no doubt. I mean, come on. She's Ionescu. That's who she is. But she's not a true point guard. She doesn't play the point correctly. She's not playing a quarterback. She's a shooting guard to me. So when you watch her in the finals trying to dribble and pass and everything, and when they start double teaming her, she looked like a deer that got hit in headlights. She was lost. She couldn't control the ball. She didn't know where to go with it. She was stuck. She got trapped more. How many times did she get trapped in the game?
A lot.
When she was getting double teamed.
A lot.
She's just not a true point guard. So it's not her fault. And I don't see a lot of true point guards in the league because I see this happen to a lot of people. I mean, I'll give Clark. Even Clark gets trapped.
Yeah.
You know, she's running point. But I just don't see. I don't see a Jason Kidd out there in this league. And she had to play that point guard during the finals. Just wasn't her, man. She just couldn't handle the point. And who are you going to put at point for them? I mean, is it a true point guard when you run down the court and you're moving the ball right away? Then the point guard really doesn't matter. But if you're looking for your quarterback, your QB1, it wasn't there. So I just don't see. It's not her fault. The girl can score. Put her at a 2, she probably would have done a lot better because you're depending on her to control the game or score. Make up your mind which one you want from the girl because the girl can't do both. And we saw that in the finals.
It's pretty true. I mean, how many times during the finals were we saying, like, why is Stewie bringing up the ball past half court by herself. How many times did Jonquel Jones get frustrated because she was stuck with the ball, in a trap situation? Yeah, it happened a million times. That's right.
Absolutely, because they don't have a true point guard. So it was either Sabrina or Stewie, and they were trying to play off of each other at point, but you need a QB1. I mean, you ain't going to a Super Bowl with your backup quarterback.
Well, let me ask you this: they already won without having a true quote unquote. I mean, according to your standards, a true point guard.
No,
they already won. They already won.
I mean, I get it. They did. I mean, but was it a real? I mean,
yes, it was a real championship. Yeah, it was a real one.
If you took away a travel. If you took away,
you can't take it away. You can't take. They already won. You can't take that away.
The game before that, the ball going out of bounds on her foot, things could have went different ways. So, yeah, they won. You give them that. They beat a good team. They won. You ain't going to take that away from them. But the league's going to get more into point guard. You're going to see the league start changing with more point guards. You're going to see the Clark follow suit. Like, you need that QB1. If you really want to,
they kind of did have a QB1. But she got benched right before the playoffs started. Talking about Vandersloot.
They're not QB1. They're not. I would never start them at a point. I would never start them at a QB1 on my team. Who would I go for a QB1? Cloud. I put Cloud at a QB1. She could run a team.
I don't believe
I mean, there's a lot of players out there that probably could. There's going to be a lot more coming up because it looks like the NCAA is using more of that formula. Where they're looking for that Jason Kidd, they're looking for that Ginobili, they're looking for that Stockton kind of player. It just seems like that's the way the league is going to go. Instead of the old throw it down low and let's see if they can make a layup, which is making it more entertainment. And nobody wants to watch high school basketball. You just throw the ball down low and the girl makes a layup. Cross your fingers, she's going to make it.
Just kind of a sidebar to what Jay Sal is saying. And kind of to Katie's point in the comments, there aren't a lot of true point guard ones, but
huge facts. I was just writing.
But the thing is like, how many times does someone get trapped, and it always ends up in a shot clock violation? I don't have the stat on this, but I feel like there's about 10 shot clock violations in any WNBA game because no one's looking at the shot clock like when they're on offense.
Right, and that's when it comes to having a true point guard to know the ball's got to move. You got to get your backdoor cutters. You got to be cutter. You need cutters too. You need people that are driving to the basket. As a quarterback, you're looking for that wide receiver, right? And in basketball, you're a point guard. You're looking for that cutter. So you should have more of that going on, and you wouldn't see the trap as much because there's no reason for you to hold the ball. The 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, ball's got to be gone. That's it. You don't need to keep dribbling the ball. You're looking for the open man that's closest to the basket to put the bucket in. That's how the game's played.
It's true. Absolutely true. And I don't feel like I can disagree with you more.
So I stopped by because I saw you live and just wanted to say hello.
Come anytime, Sal. We appreciate the live. We appreciate the comments. Everybody chime in. Y'all tap in. Double tap the screen. Jordan, let's talk about the fact that Jason Tatum wants to own a WNBA team, and Patrick Mahomes as well. Him and his wife, Brittany Mahomes, they want to own a WNBA team. Patrick Mahomes wants to bring a team to Kansas City. Let me just stay here. Mahomes wants to bring him home. Bring a WNBA team to Kansas City, and Jason Tatum wants to bring a team to his local native St. Louis. If you've ever been to St. Louis, it is very dangerous. I am hoping they do not put an NBA team. I am hoping they not bring a team here. And then again, with Patrick Mahomes bringing a team to Kansas City, I'll say this. Patrick, you are playing for Kansas City. That does not mean you are married to Kansas City. That does not mean that you have to bring a team to Kansas City. I love the fact, I'll say this about both of the athletes. I love the fact that they both want to see the WNBA expand, but I don't feel like they both need to invest in those markets yet. I would love to see Kansas City get a basketball team, but not before Houston.
Yo, how about Kathy said she lives in St. Louis?
Well, God bless Kathy's heart, because this is a dangerous city. Kathy, Kathy, I know you don't live in downtown St. Louis near Soulard, and I know you don't live. Like I own property near Soulard, and like it is a war zone in downtown St. Louis. And I'm talking about the unincorporated version of St. Louis. If you are from St. Louis, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is the same reason why the St. Louis Rams left. And obviously the Cardinals still playing downtown, but it is a dangerous city. It is one of the most dangerous cities in the country. Again, and this is not like a knock against St. Louis. It's not. It's just facts.
Okay.
What I am saying though is I'm like, because I'm like, Mahomes, let's say this. Let's say the WNBA presents to Patrick and they say, hey, and Jason, hey, we're not going to give you those two markets, but we can offer you Houston, we can offer you Miami, we can offer you, I can't even think, Orlando, Portland, we can offer you a different market for you to invest in. My thing is, I don't want for these young men to say no, because I desperately want to see a WNBA team in the city that I play for, and obviously in Tatum's case, in the city I was raised in. Like I don't want them. That's what I'm saying. I just don't want them to feel like they have to be married, especially Patrick. He has to be married to the city of Kansas City, or even, I mean, like there are other markets that I feel like that should kind of get a WNBA team first. But I love the fact, and I do want to make this clear, I love the fact that they are investing in the WNBA, and I love seeing that. Right. Somebody just requested, y'all come request back in. I'd rather it be Kansas City. DJ preaching some truth. I appreciate that, Clash. And it's true. Listen, I used to love the St. Louis Rams. That was my team, and obviously they left.
Yeah, that was my favorite team too.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they left because obviously I when I was younger, I didn't understand what was going on in St. Louis. But now as I'm older and I've been to St. Louis, and I love St. Louis. I was in St. Louis for the George Floyd riots, and that was the craziest thing in my life that I've ever seen with my two eyes. And I was like, wow, I understand why the Rams are not here anymore. So the fact that no. Okay. I understand. I was there for about a year and a half living in St. Louis, and I was like, wow, this is not what I expected at all. And it's a beautiful place, but they have to do a lot of infrastructure changes around the city of St. Louis first, especially if you're talking about bringing it downtown. If you're talking about the incorporated part of St. Louis, I don't mind it. If you're talking about like near University Park or past University Park, in Overland, past that area, like I'm all for it. But if you're talking about downtown St. Louis, where like there are shootouts by the Cardinals facility. I'm talking about the Cardinals games like daily. Like it is a war zone in St. Louis. So shout out to Tatum, because he's from the lower part of St. Louis, like Nelly, who obviously played at University Park. But like I'm happy that the fact that it's two of them, I'm talking about Mahomes and Tatum, they want to invest in WNBA teams. So I definitely want to see the city change. For that reason. No, I was talking about the George Floyd riots. I was literally talking about the George Floyd riot, not the Michael Brown. I was there when the George Floyd riots happened. And yes, the Michael Brown riots happened as well too, though. Oh, yeah, I don't know if you have something to say to that, Jordan. You were just laughing.
I don't. I mean, I guess maybe we need some tougher fans. Some of these tough, rough and tough St. Louis fans, none of these feeble-minded Fever fans,
Yeah, I mean, again,
kind of even it out a little bit.
I'll say this: the people in St. Louis are amazing. I love the people in St. Louis there. I'm especially outside. When you go outside of that county, outside of St. Louis County, and you go to the Overlands, you go to the university. I'm talking about past University Park. Like it's a lot of great people. Even in the trenches in St. Louis, there's some great people there too. But it is just very dangerous. Going to downtown is a very dangerous.
Well, I mean, it's good that people are just looking to invest in this league. That's the most important thing, because I feel like, I mean, prior to this year, I mean, how many people were looking to invest in the WNBA?
Yes, that's what I love about it.
That's the most important thing. I mean, I feel like, I feel like people were like, oh, like Joe Tsai. I mean, when he purchased Brooklyn, I think he kind of got the Liberty as like a consolation, or they're like thrown into the deal, right? Like,
crazy.
Yeah, so it's like it was just, oh, I have to buy this thing too, okay, so it's good that people are looking to put money towards the league, because the league is growing, and that's just positivity right now,
Yeah, the league is absolutely growing. Shout out to Jason Tatum. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes for doing it. And I guess, all right, speaking to how the league is growing. Let's look into this. So obviously it's Halloween. I want to look into some of these Halloween costumes. So today we had Asia Wilson. She dressed up as the characters from Recess. What are your thoughts on this?
Oh, that's funny, dude. That's one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a dope picture too.
Oh, look at that Spinelli. And then the athletic kid, TJ. It was Gretchen.
Damn, you know the whole cast. This is
I
one of your
don't,
favorite shows.
dude.
Yeah,
This was my favorite. This was my favorite show growing up.
absolutely.
You know, I forgot the
He was
fat
best
kid.
at Vince. I remember Vince and TJ. Obviously, Spinelli.
The singing is that the snitch on the right? No,
I want to say Randall.
Randall. No, that's
Yeah.
not. No, that wait. Is that? I don't know.
So this is the picture she was trying to recreate. I mean, it wasn't. It's not Randall. I forget his name. It's Gus. His name was Gus.
Gus. That's right. Gus is the military family guy.
Yeah. So this is the picture she was trying
Yeah,
to recreate, and then this is Asia right here.
dude. Asia Wilson she has good taste because this was a good show.
This is a great show. She's a millennial.
Highly rated. Highly rated show.
What do you think? Okay, so I'm not gonna ask you to rate this, but I want you to think. What do you think about this? This is a Funko.
Are you ready for it?
All right, I love this. This is a Caitlin Clark Topps card. It could have been a Funko Pop.
That's so
This is
funny.
super great. I've never seen anything like this. So this young child cut out a box top of a Topps card, and she was Caitlin Clark herself. This is cool.
Dude,
This
that's great, man. That is awesome.
I've never seen anything like that. And like there's a few other kids who actually had some more or children who had some more Halloween costumes. And Justin Herbert, Jaden Daniels, Jalen Brown, Joe Brunson. Let me see. Carl Cat, these
are great ideas, man.
They're super creative ideas. So shout out to New Jersey for doing that. Angel Reese was dressed up as not only ISIS, but she says she's gonna be Poison Ivy for Halloween.
Did you say dressed up as ISIS?
Yes, ISIS as in I'm gonna pull this up. ISIS from Bring It On.
Angel okay.
Bring It On. Let me type it right here for you. I got you. Let me see if I can type it right here. She was absolutely dressed as one of the Clover cheerleaders from Bring It On. So I wanted to actually pull that up. Let me see if I can pull that up. I have them. I'll find that. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can find that in her dressed up as Bring It On. But yeah, she was okay. Here we go. So this was her as one of the cheerleaders from Bring It On, and the character she was being was ISIS from Bring It On. The Bring It On.
Okay.
TV.
I thought you were. I thought you were saying she was dressed as a different kind of ISIS. Never mind.
I don't know what ISIS you're talking about, but this is a character dressed up as Angel Reese.
Okay.
Wearing the Angel Reese's Pieces jersey. Her name's Brooklyn. And here she is with the Angel Reese gear. So a lot of people that's cool. The fact that she has somebody dressing up as her for Halloween, I thought that was just really dope to see, honestly. It is. It's cool to see, man. It's cool to see. And another thing,
Jabari, all right, man, you got some homework. When we close the stream, I'm gonna have you just Google ISIS for a second, and then you'll see why Katie is laughing so hard in the live.
The Islamic State? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about? The Islamic State?
Yes.
That's not what I was referring to. I was referring to.
I was like, what? I was like, oh, that's a great Halloween outfit.
That's not what I'm referring to. I'm not referring to Angel Reese for Islam. Yes, that's Angel Reese pink. I appreciate you. No, that's not what I was referring to. Speaking of Reese, I'll give this last quote. So obviously she's been on her pro sports tour recently. She's actually 6-0. So it says professional sports teams are 6-0. It says 5, but she's actually 6-0. When Angel Reese is in the building, she was at the Chicago Bulls game last night. They won. She was at the Chicago Bears game. They won. She was at the Ravens game twice, and they won. And obviously at the WNBA finals. Hey, I'm not saying I should good luck charm because I don't believe in luck too much, but I just thought that was really interesting stat. I thought ISIS was the kind of 70. Let me read these comments. I saw a girl dressed as Trinity Rodman. I'd love to see it. Not like in some weird way, but I'd love to see what you're talking about. Mike put, I thought that ISIS is the old 70 kids show from the Egyptian god or Egyptian good. I need to see what you're talking about, Mike, to understand what you're talking about. Katie put LMAO. I guess that's why Katie was laughing. Hey, I didn't realize what you meant by when you said ISIS in that phrase.
Man, that's awesome for Angel Reese, because personally, I am a bad luck charm when I attend live sporting events. That's why I kind of stopped going to live sporting events for teams that I that I have a vested interest in, because they will for sure lose. So yeah, like I just pop down on the TV now.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. This is so speaking of, that's funny. Speaking of TV, this is a new TV spot for the NBA and WNBA. Goes back to what we were talking about yesterday with Adam Silver.
Nice.
Curtis Blow had this to say about the new. So obviously, you know, they're playing basket. I'm not gonna sing it all. Ball, right? So this is I guess, a new rendition for the 2024 season. It cuts off at a part of this, but I want you to hear what she had to say so far, because they bring up Angel Reese, Asia Wilson, and Caitlin Clark in this.
Like to order dinner with my girl and catch Luca and KD shoot Pearl and Jokic, AD, and all the rest play basketball at its very best.
Asia, Brianna, and Angel Reese. Now these are the players that can never be beat. Sabrina, Aliyah, and Plum Dope too. Just give them the ball, then you chalk up too. Caitlin and Mecca stay on the scene, and John Crow.
So yeah, that's the clip that I have. But they're speaking about, it's a new rendition of basketball, and the fact that, again, I love the fact that they're bringing in women into the fray. They need a commercial with all the stars from both leagues. Katie, what a great commercial. You would think that they would do that immediately. But then again, they did do that with the NBA Finals. But they need more commercials, I think what you're trying to say. They need more commercials that kind of they highlight both players.
They need to recreate that Christmas commercial when all the players are shooting and the jingle balls are going off. You know, we could put Caitlin Clark now. You know, Sabrina, you know, with the broken thumb, she could be in there also. You know, I did that. That was a great commercial. We should recreate that with the WNBA.
I think that'll be dope. And I guess I want to say, speaking of commercials, this picture I thought was funny. So this is a picture of Young Thug, and I want to say Playboy Cardi. Playboy Cardi, is that? So they're watching Steph Curry shoot at a three-point contest. My caption was, "This is how the haters be watching Caitlin." So this is how I feel like they be watching Caitlin Clark. Just like, missed the damn shot, but he ain't gonna miss it. Jordan, closing thoughts. That's our last topic. What y'all, and Chad, if y'all have something to add in, we bring it up.
Closing thoughts. I mean, I guess we'll find out if Caitlin Clark is going to be joining Unrivaled. I imagine she's going to be the 36th. I don't understand why, I guess the second they have her confirmed for Unrivaled, they would announce it, right? Because the sooner you get someone announced, you build hype around it, right? Like, would they leave her last? I mean, I feel like she had already committed. She would have already been announced. What do you think?
I think I'm just happy De'Arica Hamby is playing in Unrivaled.
I know. She's your favorite player, bro.
She's one of my favorite players for sure. She's absolutely up there. She's absolutely up there as one of my favorite players. Absolutely. So I love the fact that she's playing. If Caitlin can manage to get into Unrivaled, I'm thankful, but I'm happy Hamby's there. I'm happy Angel Reese is there. I'm happy Aliyah Boston's there. I'm happy
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Lady Hamilton will be there. I'll be there. Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of great talent, even if Caitlin is not playing. So let me read something. What do you guys think about Unrivaled? Jordan, let me bring you up. Fuck, come. That's his name. Fuck, like, come talk to us about it. That's the man's name. Talk to us about it. What do you think about Unrivaled? Can you hear us?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so I think Unrivaled is going to work out well because they have some really good players that can play really good. So I really think it might be bigger than the WNBA, to be honest, in a few years. Just being honest. Because they're promoting better. Like, if you check their Instagram, they're promoting this, this is most likely going to be bigger than the WNBA.
Jordan, what do you think about? Stay on the line. Fuck. What do you think about that, Jordan?
I think
agree with you, by the
Unrivaled
way.
is
agree with you, by
Unrivaled's
the way.
mostly a leverage play in the CBA. It's probably gonna happen. It's probably gonna be successful, but it's mostly here to be a leverage tool for CBA negotiations, and that's why they really need Caitlin Clark there, and that's pretty much why they're inviting people like Kate Martin and Lexi Hall into the league, as well as Aliyah Boston. That's a cool photo.
But do you guys know how much money they're making though? Like to start? Do you guys know? Because I don't know if they're making like real good money on it.
So they got $100 million from TNT, and as Nafisa Collier mentioned today, they're making more than they expected, which is why they opened up 6 more roster spots. I think they're going to open up more than 6 on it. I think before Unrivaled starts, they might get to 50.
Wow.
Yeah, I think more WNBA players are going to want to play with Unrivaled, seeing just the way that this is moving.
Well, and then they're coming up with merchandise and everything. I think it's gonna be big. I think it's gonna work out.
I do too.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, fuck. We're gonna bring up.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, bro. I appreciate y'all coming on. I thought it was 50K per person, Treese. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. 250K per person to start. Junedal says it's gimmick basketball.
I think like moving on to like the next phase. I mean, because we're getting to the point where, Caitlin's probably gonna play, so we got to take Unrivaled really seriously now. When she does play, do you think, looking ahead, this is actually going to affect the actual CBA renegotiation?
Yes,
I think it will too. I think it will. It's just going to be interesting because the owners have no money to pay because they lose $40 million a year, but the players want more money, and Unrivaled is going to be successful, so they're going to have leverage to ask for more money. I just don't know where they're going to get this money from. Like it is going to be a great leveraging tool, but I just don't know where the money's going to come from. That's all.
Yeah, none of us do.
Yeah.
Speaking about money, I'd put a documentary up of how Unrivaled is being put together from scratch. I would love to do something like that. Wait, overseas pays them so much money. I mean, not like more than what Unrival's paying. Unrival's paying them $250K. They said it was going to be like a documentary base. If I could put a documentary together for y'all, I honestly would. I would. I have no clue how to even start any type of. I'm on my unk status right now. If there's some way, shape, or form I could do that, I would love to do that for y'all. Truthfully.
I mean, right now the documentary is just them like sitting around a phone, hoping Caitlin calls back.
So is that how the documentary should start? If we were to make our
That's
own,
just gonna be the first couple weeks of the documentary.
Ring, ring, ring.
That's gonna be most of the footage.
That's tough.
Hello? Oh, I thought it was Caitlin.
You're not playing? Damn. Okay. Hey, Caitlin, go hang that up.
Kate Martin. Oh man. All right.
You're Unrivaled.
Yeah, get in there.
Are they adding any more players? They're adding at least 5 more players. Y'all, these owners could play more players. Yeah, they could. Are you saying that they're losing money? They make profit. Yep, that's exactly what KD's point was. They are losing money. Jordan, if you're not in the closing thoughts, I'll say mine. Caitlin Clark, see you in Miami, Mama. See you in Miami. Let's go golfing. Let me get my golf game. Get my golf game right. See you on the course. Trump International, we here. I'll see you on the course. I am all for it.
I'll see you at Drive Shack. I'll do Drive Shack with you.
Actually, shit. Stewie, we at Drive Shack, Stu. Let's go to Drive Shack, Stu. I'm all for it. That's a good point. Let's go to Drive Shack. That's a good point. With that being said, that's episode 44. We out, y'all. We appreciate y'all on TikTok. Y'all catch us at the same time, 6:30, 5:30, something like that. We'll be on there around those 2 times.
6:30 Eastern, 7:30 Western, 5:30 Central. All right.
There you go. All of that. Everything Jordan just said. All of those good things.
All that.
Deuce. With that being said, deuces, y'all. We appreciate. Yes, June dog. We're gonna be live tomorrow. Yes, sir. Live and in charge for you. Yes, sir.
Be there.
At least this will keep players from going overseas. And fuck, that's the reason why more people are gonna come on.
Yes, absolutely.
We out, y'all. Y'all enjoy your Halloween. Jordan, I appreciate you, sir.
Absolutely, man. Take care, Mark.
Deuces.